Hello. How's it going, people? Welcome to another video. Today, basically, has Mikel Arteta taken Arsenal as far as he can? And Arsenal are actually regressing under Mikel Arteta. That's what we're gonna try find out in today's video. So if you're excited about this video, if you agree or disagree, whatever, smash thumbs up, subscribe if you're new around here, and leave your thoughts down in the comments below. As you can tell, I'm still under the weather. I'm still quite ill, so streams for foreseeable future, I would assume about 3-4 days might not happen whatsoever. Predominantly there will be videos, so don't worry, the schedule is gonna keep going, it's gonna keep ticking and everything. But enough about that. The main thing, Mikel Arteta, has he taken Arsenal as far as he can, and are we regressing under Mikel Arteta? And my thought on this is that we are, because I think the fact that he has spent what he has spent, 800 million almost, it's been 5.5 years now, faced 6,255, and we still haven't won any major honors. We have one FA Cup to our name, and that was with a squad that wasn't even his. It's kind of a tell, isn't it? And Arsenal been challenging for 3 years straight. Well, challenging this year might not be the right term to use, but at least in the last 2 years, in the previous 2 seasons, we actually were challenging. And here comes also the big question. Has Mikel Arteta taken Arsenal as far as he can? And are Arsenal regressing under Mikel Arteta? And as I said, my opinion on this is that we are. Because the performances have gone worse, they're getting worse. What it feels like by game, not even by season at times. We have some blips where we actually play some decent football, whether it's a half, whether it's 60 minutes, whether it's a whole game, depends. But predominantly, it's the same type of situation over and over and over and over again. And as you can see, 22-23 season, 23-24 season, and 24-25 season, the seasons where Arsenal could have won the league and also should have won the league or should be challenging, at least. And here we are now 3 years later. These are the last 3 seasons, and let's be real, looking at the last season, this season specifically, it's not a pretty look to say the least. Obviously, 22-23 season, Arsenal go 8 points clear and everything, and it was a bit of a shock, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect that. I would assume rest of Premier League didn't expect that as well to some extent. Nobody expected it, let's be real. But when we started to click, it was quite fantastic. Let's be real. We were winning, we were playing very exciting, attacking, very nice football, pleasing for the eye, and you could argue that the best football in Europe. And that showed because we were 8 points clear and everything. Obviously, we were doing bits, and it looked like nothing can stop us. Nothing can stop us. We're going to win the league and everything. Everyone's getting giddy that we actually are going to do this. And obviously, we fall short. And this is basically the comparison for the last 3 seasons. 28 games into the season. Obviously, 22-23 season is a bit different one. But basically, I took as a measurement Arsenal playing 28 games. And that's how basically we are going to measure this, especially at this point. Arsenal in 22-23 season, after 28 games, we're standing on 22 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses, 66 goals scored, 26 conceded, plus 40 goal difference, and 69 points, which is quite fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. Only 3 losses by March is quite phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie. It is quite phenomenal, to say the least. It looked like nothing can stop us. We were in Europa League, and Saliba got injured, and everything went south basically from there. Let's just say it as it is. Let's just say it as it is. Let's be real. But football was nice, genuinely nice. Attack was fantastic, was free-flowing, was phenomenal, let's be real. And defense also wasn't too bad. 26 goals conceded in 28 games. That means basically on average we conceded less than a goal per game. That is actually very decent. Obviously defense felt a bit neglected given that we were mostly attacking, pressing very high, creating chances left, right and center. Those were the seasons when Martinelli was firing on all cylinders. Odegaard looked like a world beater. Saka was fantastic. And that was also, ironically, the last season we had Xhaka in the team. Haha, here we are, Granit Xhaka, ironically enough. Zinchenko was playing left back. Jesus was in the number 10 until the Brazil break and everything. And then we put Nketiah up top, and yeah, it all went downhill kind of from there. But we fast forward to last season, 23-24 season, 28 games played, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a 5 point difference. 28 games played, 20 wins, 4 losses, 4 draws, 70 goals scored, which is 4 goals more than we scored the previous season where we were playing this free-flowing attacking football. In 23-24 season, we were more about control. More about control, and it still was clicking. We conceded 2 goals less, goal difference was through the roof, and we just accumulated 5 points less. And let's be real, it was quite phenomenal, especially since that season we draw to 10-man Fulham at home, we lost to West Ham, we went 1 in 7, 1 win in 7 games in December, and obviously the Dubai trip happened. And after the Dubai trip, we went 15-1-1. If my memory doesn't deceive me, we were blitzing teams. We were destroying them. The one loss came against Aston Villa at home, where we decided for some god random reason to play Kai Havertz in the midfield. And yeah, people say that was that year of the season where we lost the league. It wasn't. The draw against Fulham, unacceptable. 10-man Fulham, 1 in 7 in December. One win from the draws. From the losses, that's all it took for us to win the league, because goal difference also would have been then in favor of us. We would have won the league last year, so hey, it is what it is. But now here we come to the main reason why we are having this video. This season, this bloody season, 28 games played, 15 wins, which is 7 less than the 22-23 season and 5 less than the previous season. 10 draws, which is by a mile more than in any of the previous 2 seasons. And by the way, 10 draws at this stage this season is the same amount as the less draws that we suffered combined in the previous 2 seasons combined, by the way. How wild is that? In previous 2 seasons, 7 draws. This season we have 10 already. And we have lost 3 games, which puts us on 52 goals. As you can see, our goal scoring form has taken a massive dive. Compared to last season, 18 goals less scored. Compared to season before that, that is 14 goals less scored. Ironically enough, the defense is where it was. 24 goals conceded. Season before was 24, and then before that it was 26. Same goals conceded pretty much. So defense, you could say, is not even the issue. The attack is the issue. The midfield is the issue. And of course, we are on 55 points, which is by 9 less than we were last season, and by 14 less than we were 2 seasons ago. And that makes all the difference. Let's be real. That genuinely makes all the bloody difference. Let's be real. And if you look at the predominator, especially from the last season, Liverpool, well, they're still then in the title race. They were there, let's be real, 64 points, and they were second in the league. Obviously 1 point ahead of City, and on the same points as us. We were ahead of them because of goal difference. That was the only difference. Obviously, Liverpool in April, May dropped off, and Man City took them over, and they overtook us. We also dropped off. Let's be real. But ultimately, this season is the season where everything falls down and crumbles. Because we have the smallest squad in the league. It's been built like that by design, let's be real. 111 and maybe 2-3 good substitutions. Rest of them are genuinely just space fillers, just random bodies. That is by design. Having these players by design, they have been run into the ground. In 23-24 season, we suffered pretty much no injuries whatsoever, and we could have gotten it done. In 22-23 season, Jesus got injured in Qatar, and also Saliba got injured, and our season basically fell flat from there. And then, of course, this season, when we are paying the price for inappropriate recruitment, for neglecting the attack and midfield for proper signings, and Mikel Arteta's obsession with control and with defense this year. Because 22-23 season, we played free-flowing attacking football. 23-24 season, it was more possession-based football, and it still was working. This season, 24-25 season, we play more defensive style of football. And I've been saying this throughout the whole year on streams, on videos, that I'm a sole believer that this Arsenal team is meant to be attacking and not defending. And it shows. It genuinely shows. And to make matters worse, with Saka's injury, we don't even have replacements. With Odegaard's injury, we don't have replacements. We don't still have a proper striker. We binned off Aubameyang 4 seasons ago, and we still don't have a replacement. Martinelli has fallen off the face of the earth. Yes, partially it's due to injuries, but let's be real, overall, it's all on Mikel Arteta. It's not a coincidence that all of a sudden, after the attacking style we play, when everyone scores goals left, right, and center, next 2 seasons when we don't do the same thing, we play more controlled, much, much slower, more defensive, we cannot score anymore. We genuinely cannot do that. In 22-23 season, Mikel Arteta got asked, would have we won the league if we had a proper striker up front? Arteta said we don't need a striker. We spread the goals around. In 23-24 season, Mikel Arteta got asked, what is the reason why we didn't win the league? Because we don't have a designated striker. So Mikel Arteta, since Aubameyang has left, has neglected the striker position, and to add on top of that, he is basically lying, contradicting himself season by season, and still hasn't rectified his mistakes. And when Mikel Arteta gets asked, does he have any regrets over any decision he has made as an Arsenal manager, he says no. He says he doesn't regret a single goddamn thing. It's very hard to challenge for 2 seasons in a row, let's be real. Especially when you have such a small squad as we have, which, as I said, is built by design, and let's be real, it is. And it's not just physically, it's also mentally. Because either in the 3rd or 4th season, you will see a massive drop-off. And to recover from that, it's almost impossible to some extent. And here we are. Here we are. The drop-off is happening. And to recover from this, we need about 6 more players, new ones with fresh ideas. We need new manager with fresh ideas, fresh tactics. Because this goddamn manager, in 5.5 years, still hasn't figured out a way how to beat a low block. 5 at the back low blocks, he still has no goddamn clue how to do. How to beat, how to outplay them, and how to exploit them to their advantage. And to add on top of that, 800 million spent, and key positions have been neglected so hard by Edu, by Arteta, to such an extent that currently we are paying the ultimate price. Because we are still in Champions League, and we're gonna face one of the Madrids. Bigger chances than not, Mikel Arteta will rush Bukayo Saka as well. He will rush him back. Because if it was up to me, I wouldn't play Bukayo Saka this season. Give him the rest till the end of the year and make him come back for pre-season. That would be what I would do. But obviously, Mikel Arteta has everything on the line. We just signed Arteta. He starts this week his job. This week he starts doing his thing. And let's be real, because of that, Mikel Arteta's spot should be in the hot seat. Because it's very, very mind-blowing how there is no accountability, nothing regarding the 800 million nearly spent. And for that showing no results. Oh, but we are challenging. Who gives a damn? At the end of the season, we haven't won it. We genuinely haven't won it. If you look at this, 22-23 season, Arsenal were leading the league for almost the whole season. Last year as well, we were leading for some parts of the season as well for longer extended times. This season, we haven't led the league once. Closest gap to Liverpool has been 4 points 2 times. Rest of the time, it's been 7, 9 or double-digit points, or as it currently stands, 15 points. What goddamn title race these top gooners and these wafflers are talking about here? I strongly believe that Mikel Arteta currently is out of his depth, is not good enough, and he's not gonna take us much further. Because giving this manager more money means there's a big possibility we're gonna regress even more. Because as excited I am for Andrea Berta to sign, as excited I am that he might actually attract proper talents, I have no trust and no belief in this manager that he will make the right coaching decisions, the right managerial decisions, the right tactical adjustments to make Arsenal to what it was. Let's be real. We're gonna be a top 4 team again. And let's be real, look at the top 4 this season. There's Nottingham Forest, there's Chelsea, teams you didn't see in top 4 whatsoever. City have dropped off, they're gonna get top 4, let's be real. It's Manchester City, they're gonna do it. United, Spurs, they are just in Narnia. Aston Villa are there or thereabouts. Newcastle are there or thereabouts. And every season, we have spent neglecting summer transfer windows, January transfer windows, which Arsenal are doing every single year. We give our opponents chances to close the gap, to us because we are not closing gap to any up top. Oh, Arsenal will win the league when Pep leaves. Well, Pep is not leaving. Top Gunnar said this Arsenal team is in a prime position to win the league when City has a drop off. Here is your City drop off. Where are we? All right, 15 points behind goddamn Liverpool. 15 points. And look at this. Last season at this stage, they were in the same spot where we were. 64 points, 22-23 season. Currently, we are 15 points behind them at the same time. Maybe 12, could stay 15, could be 14. But no matter how you look at it, it's a 5-game swing. It's a 5-game swing for us to get even. But at the same time, look at this. From last season to this season, with signing Calafiori, the best Italian we know, with signing Merino, who was apparently gonna unlock Martinelli, we have gotten worse. We are falling in the table. And let's be real, the second place is also not secured. So wake up and smell the coffee. Mikel Arteta is not good enough. We are regressing. And until this manager goes, I have no trust in this that we're gonna win anything. So that is that. That is what I had on my chest as I'm being ill, as I'm being sick. Let me know what you think in comments down below. Like the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know your thoughts down in comments below. Take care, stay safe, and see you all tomorrow. Arteta out. Peace.